Hi all, it's V. Welcome to Norwegian Cruise Line's Norwegian Star. This is a full ship tour of all of the public areas of the Star. The layout and what's available reminds me of other ships in this class. It holds 2,300 passengers. So it's I would say, medium-sized ship. It's not one of the huge ships. But it has everything you need. So come along with me, I'll show you around. There's the Star. That's this deck. But here it shows dining, bars and lounges, entertainment, sports and activities, shopping, amenities and services, and staterooms. So it has the typical Norwegian fish. Fish tell you which way to go to find your room, and bright blue doors. There are red doors too. Our door's red. I love this blue, it's so pretty. So this is the elevator area. All of them obviously look the same, and it's very helpful. They have all the information for when you don't know where you're going, which is usually me. And we have found the forward elevators are quieter. So on deck 14, and I think the only way to get here is from 13 and come upstairs outside, there's a random hot tub, which looks quite inviting right now. Look at that steam coming off of it. But this 14 and 13, and there's a little step down. This is a great area for viewing. You can view cities, we view glaciers. And because we've been in Iceland and Norway, it's been very windy, and a lot of the areas have things like this. And it really helps block the wind. It's incredible the difference when you walk out and you think, oh, wow, it's windy. And we are in Norway at the moment. Look at those beautiful views. And there's a bar, I'll show you that from the other side. And this is the front of the ship. Still on deck 14 technically, and we'll walk down to 13 right now. So that bar that I just showed you is the Sky High bar on 14, and then 13 you have access to some restaurants, and you can see the pool, so we'll go there next. So this is the jogging track, and they have a walking and jogging track. Walkers there, joggers that way. So that's the Sky High bar from the front, and then tiered seating, which I assume they show movies, out over the pool. And you've got tons of sun loungers, although this trip has not been exactly sunny. That's the Oasis pool. To your far left in the corner you can get towels, and then Topsiders Bar and Grill is there in the far distance. And I'll go down there in a minute and show you. So behind these glass windows are restaurants, and we'll go in and show you how to get into each one. You've got checkers and shuffleboard. Up on 14, there's basketball. More sports area on 13, and then more sports up on 14, I believe. And there's Versailles. And then this tells you which ship the Norwegian There's a helipad if you need to get on or off the ship. Could you imagine? I'd love to fly to the ship in a helicopter, but I think it's mostly to take people off. Another golf cage, and you can get golf equipment at the towel station. And the other side from the checkers and the shuffleboard is a ping pong table and chess. Still on deck 13, we've got Sugarcane Mojito Bar. And Cagney's and Moderna are both up here together. So 13. And the middle elevators all have this area where you can have a look down into the atrium, but be careful because it's a bit disorienting. Okay, 12. We have suites, which look huge compared to our tiny little room. And then just up here, there's a library. And please note it's really early in the morning, so I'm trying to be quiet. There we go. They have different meeting rooms for different organizations around the ship. It's very windy outside apparently. I can hear it. If you are in the front of the ship, then you have to go through the pool area to get to the buffet, which we'll head there now. Oh, there are the towels I was talking about. There are 4 jacuzzis. And there's an area up there for entertainment. It's loud out here, even though it's very early. The sun's starting to come up. And there's a closer look at Topsiders. It's more burgers, hot dogs, salads, and they have ice cream, like hard ice cream, not the soft stuff. Soft stuff is inside. Here's a look at the pool area during the day. It's a nice pool area. I was really disappointed though that they didn't have an indoor pool because it was just too cold up in Iceland, Greenland, and Norway to enjoy this pool area very much. And this is the Garden Cafe, which is the buffet. My one complaint about this ship, I think the buffet should go all the way around when you're looking for seats, but this one stops. You have 2 sides, but you can't get to the other side from the back, if that makes any sense. And I'll show you quickly through there. You have your usual drinks in the morning. There's juice In the afternoon and evening, there's tea and lemonade and the juice and coffee. And as usual, with I think all, if not most, buffets, there are big picture windows. And we actually watched whales outside of these windows one day. There are hand wash stations. And of course, there are people standing when you come in usually to put antibacterial in your hands. Okay, now go to the back. There's Spice H2O. And the sign for the spa is here. There's Pulse, the fitness center. But the actual opening for the spa on the map is one floor down. And I hear a video already, a video game. Down here is the team area. There's Entourage, the video arcade.
Stack up the blocks as high as you can.
Entourage is for older kids, 13 to 17.
Stack up the blocks.
So this is where, if you went through, you should be able to get to the cafeteria, but it just ends. So there are two sides to the cafeteria, but you can't get there from the back, which when you're looking for a seat, you want to go around usually, but that's my only complaint really. Then there's Splash Academy for the kids. Spice H2O, adults only, bar. And then back behind the bar, there's a place to sit. Oh, it's a bit windy, sorry. There are a couple of hot tubs. I know it's dark, it's hard to see. Oh, the hot tubs have cool lights on them. Wow. There are some big comfy seats, some smaller chairs. I'm sorry, I don't think you can even see this because it's so dark. Oh, here are the big comfy chairs. Only if you can see them. There's a light up hot tub. How cool looking is that? And a shower. Oh, and the sun is coming up. It looks gorgeous. That's deck 12. Deck 11 only has staterooms. 10 has staterooms. 9 has the internet cafe plus staterooms. I find the internet cafe quite random because you're surrounded by guest rooms. And then there's just a sign and a door. You can see it from the atrium and you can come up the steps. And that's Ocean's. We'll go down there in a minute. But here is your internet cafe. They also have some game tables, and there are games in these. So this side of the internet cafe looks out into the atrium, and there's guest services and shore excursions, and there's the atrium cafe just below there. They do serve Starbucks, so they have some familiar drinks, but it's not actually a Starbucks, if that makes sense. They just serve Starbucks. And there you can see the elevator that is clear, and you can see all the way up and down. This is deck 8, and this is Oasis, which we had a lady on a cruise once call this Oceananigans, and I swear every time I see it I think of Oceananigans. But it's got a great view, and it's another free one. So every day they post the menu for both Versailles and Aqua, the two main dining rooms. And this is breakfast menu, obviously. It's nice to come see what they're... Only Versailles does breakfast. Eden is reminding me. Okay, deck 7. We have the Promenade, Atrium, the Atrium Cafe. The Atrium Cafe serves Starbucks coffee. I'll explain when I get there. And the whiskey bar. Okay, let's go. This is Versailles, one of the main dining rooms. It is on, well, you come to deck 7 and you go downstairs to check in, and then you go down another flight of stairs to actually get to a table. So it's actually on deck 6, but you come to deck 7 to go in. It's a beautiful dining room, and from the back and the sides you can see the water. It's really pretty. In the back of the ship, there's the Bliss Lounge. In here, they have trivia, they have bingo, they have live music. They have a ton of different things. And while we were on the Star, they had a band called Ice Bucket, and they were really good. We have been on a lot of cruises, and I think they are our favorite entertainment ever on a cruise. They were really good. As you leave Bliss on your left, and I know that is port side. No, I don't know that. I think it's port side. Proof whiskey bar, and on the other side we'll come back through, and it is the photo gallery. This is the photo gallery, and it leads out to the Atrium area with the guest services, shore excursions, those things. Here's Shore Excursions and CruiseNext. And the other side of the doors, the Grand Atrium. And here are the glass elevators that you can watch the Atrium, Oceans, etc. as you go up. It's glass all the way up to 12. Deck 7, there's the Promenade, which is a great place to go outside. You can either walk around, or it's fantastic for viewing things when you're cruising through fjords, as we were, or anything where you have scenery on both sides, so you can run from one side of the promenade to the other and not miss a thing. And like every ship, Norwegian's really good about putting restrooms everywhere. So wherever you are, you can find a restroom. This hallway takes you to Ginza, but also serves as part of the art gallery. Downstairs there are a couple restaurants and a bar, which we'll show you in a minute. But here is the sushi area, and this is Ginza and Teppanyaki. Teppanyaki is a specialty restaurant, which will cost more, and Ginza is free, but you have to make a reservation. Carrying on 7, we have the shop, Tradewinds. And you have some Norwegian merchandise. I see a Norwegian Star t-shirt. On the other side, you have the perfume, jewelry, makeup, things like that. There's also a small area of like pharmacy items. A little bit of food, not a lot. And as you continue to the very front, there's the Stardust Theater. So throughout the ship, usually by the elevators, they have these touch boards where you can make dining reservations, and it gives you information. We tried to make dining reservations and we got one, but the other one, it just didn't work very well. So it's hit or miss. And then we are now on 6. And that is the bottom of Stardust Theater. And only part of 6 is public. The rest are rooms. Most places don't like you filming in casinos, so I'll just film from out here. It has tables in the middle, there's a bar, and a lot of slot machines. It's quite a decent size. Okay, this is Gatsby's bar, and this is the area you could see from upstairs. So when they have live music, which is quite often, you can hear it upstairs too. And that's where the musicians usually are. Le Bistro is the French specialty restaurant. So you can go upstairs here, and then across the way is La Cucina, another specialty dining restaurant. It's the Italian restaurant. And because it's in this area where there's usually live music playing, there are some tables outside and the tables right as you get into the restaurant. It's quite loud. It's hard to have a quiet conversation when the music's playing. If you like it lively and loud, then it's perfect. But it's hard to have just a quiet dinner. This hallway also has some art, but it's a great place to sit and watch the world go by. The other side of the hallway is La Cucina, the restaurant, and I love how these windows look into the restaurant. They're very cute. And right here on this level, they have a little medical dispenser where you can buy medicines and things like that. It's very handy. And there's the sign for Aqua Restaurant. This is where Deck 6 ends here at Aqua Restaurant. Again, a menu outside. This one has the dinner menu. They don't serve breakfast. As Eden reminded me, I completely forgot. And it is the smaller of the two restaurants. So if there's a wait here, go to Versailles because it's bigger. We noticed a lot of people waiting 20 minutes for a table. And Versailles, we got a table right away. So just check both. 4 and 5 are just staterooms, and 4 has the medical center. And that's our tour of the Norwegian Star. Thank you so much for joining us. Please hit that subscribe button. Thanks so much.